barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, shukr. Alhamdulillah, shukr Allah, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has honored us and given us the namaz, the prayer that we just finished, the Isha prayer, 5 times daily prayer that is given to this ummah, that this ummah is also either they're doing it or they're not doing it. If they're not doing it and they're not taking it seriously, they come up with 1,000 excuses. And if they're doing it, most doing it as a robotic action, as a routine. But take time to think how Allah has honored us with this namaz. Take time to think and to understand. Think. Quran Karim is giving order to mankind to think. That these 5 daily prayers, He has not given to any other nation from the beginning of time up till the Prophet ﷺ, except to this nation. And this is a gift that He has given to this nation, to the Holy Prophet ﷺ, not as a wahyu, not as an inspiration or revelation, but Allah is giving directly in His divine presence to the Holy Prophet ﷺ in the Mi'raj. That these 5 prayers, the Nabis, they were doing it, not their nations. 124,000 prophets, all the Nabis, they were praying 5 times a day, but not their nations. Their nations may pray once or 3 times, depending. Now we understand, we are making the prayers of the prophets. What Allah has given to the prophets, He has given to this nation. Which is why the earlier prophets, in the day of promises, when they understood the blessings that Allah has given to the Ummati Muhammad ﷺ, a regular, normal, average member of this Ummah of His most beloved one, like you and me. Those prophets, they're saying, Ya Rabbi, we are seeing this blessings, the rahmat you've given to them. Take this prophethood away from us. We don't want to be a prophet. Just make us to be one of the members of this ummah of the Habibullah, of your Habib. And Allah is saying, no. Whatever I've given to you, my pleasure is in that. Except for a few. For example, Isa alayhi salam, which we're waiting for him to come. But he's not going to come as a Nabi. He's not going to come as a prophet. He's going to come as a member of the community, one of the ummat of the Habibullah, like you and me. Alayhi salatu wasalam. And there's another one that Allah accepts his prayer. He was a prophet. On the day of creation, Allah created him as a prophet. You've heard of Nasruddin Hoja? You've heard of Nasruddin Hoja? You should hear if you didn't. It's very popular in the Ottoman lands, Eastern Europe, all the way to Russia. Certain parts of China, they understand him too. He's spreading the love of Allah and the understanding of Allah. He's spreading the ashq and the marifat through jokes. He's telling a jokes, which we see now. Either the Muslims and their leaders, they are joking too much, or they're not joking. They're very serious when it comes to the religion, very serious. They're not smiling, they're not. But Prophet ﷺ smiles. He's not going to extreme, but he smiles. And he says, smiling, it is a charity. Be happy. And Nasruddin Hoja, he was a prophet. But he said, Ya Rabbi, I wish to become one of the members of this ummah of your Habib. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted him. Do you know why? He said, take away this prophethood. I want to be one of them. And I want to carry their burdens. I want to take away their burdens and to carry it and make them to feel light. And which is why Nasruddin Hoja, no matter how troubled you are, no matter how much problems you have, if you remember a story of Nasruddin Hoja, a joke that he has said, all your burdens is lifted and he is carrying. And if you say one story after another story after another story, more blessings coming. So, we're saying Alhamdulillah, Ya Rabbi, for granting us this honor and granting us this Isha prayer that we have just finished, which no need to study so much, no need to read so much. Whatever is in front of us, we take and we think, we connect ourselves to the holy ones. So much knowledge will come that time. And it will increase your faith. It will increase your love to Allah and His Prophet. It will increase your love to the religion. And it will give you strength and power to carry through. Because this Isha prayer, if people are doing it in Jamaat, like what we're doing now, do you know the thawab of that? The blessings of making the Isha prayer in a Jamaat? Awliya Allah, they are saying, if you pray the Isha prayer in Jamaat, it is as if you have prayed behind Hazrati Abu Bakr Siddiq. That is the reward. And if you pray the Fajr in Jamaat, it is as if you pray behind Hazrati Paygambir Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. Like you pray behind the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. In these last days, Allah has shown so much mercy. It's very easy for us to run, to get the mercy, to get the blessings through these simple things. Because there's a lot of confusion out there with so many things. May Allah protect us from the confusion and the fitna, because we are living in the age of Dajjal. May Allah protect us from the fitna of Dajjal. We cannot take this lightly. Inshallah, we will sit down. Maybe we'll say a couple of more words. We'll make the zikr as Allah likes, as His Prophet likes, as what they sent to us. We are not coming here, we are not scholars. If you think that we are scholars, you come to the wrong place. We are Ahli Tariqat. We're not claiming we are Sufis either. We're not claiming we're dervish. We are not claiming we are sheikhs. We are following those ones. Alhamdulillah. So if anyone has a problem with that, it's a free country. You can stay or you can go. But we're not going to stay here to argue and to fight. That is not our purpose. Our purpose here is to worship. In order to worship, Allah is saying Allah has created the ins and the jinns to know us and to worship us. In order to worship Allah, we have to know Him. And Prophet ﷺ is saying, the man who knows himself, he knows his Lord. Once you know Allah, that time you'll be able to worship Him. Otherwise, it becomes a routine, a ritual, something that you're just doing without knowing why you're doing. So, inshallah Rahman, as they like, whatever that they're sending, we're not coming here prepared. We're not coming here with notebooks. We're not coming here with any agenda. Whatever that is necessary in that Jamaat, as much as they are thirsty, as much as they empty their cup, more that is going to come from the awliya Allah for us. That is going to touch our hearts for us to hold on to our faith stronger, inshallah. If you want other kinds of scholarly academic gatherings, there are so many. But there are too many of those too. There's not too much spiritual gathering, sohbat. Inshallah, may Allah forgive me and bless all of you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.